Hey everybody, my name's Lisa Babiak, Living Fully Balanced, where I think living fully balanced isn't always easy, but it can be simple, and we can so do it because it's way better than running on empty. And today I wanted to come on live because, as you know, we are in this exciting time, this holiday season. Many of us are preparing for different holidays, and those stresses on top of the already busy daily grind, let's say, can be overwhelming. And we can feel like we don't have enough time to get it all done. But what I want to offer you today is a simple strategy to help you increase energy, increase time, and decrease stress. And I call it the brain dump. And it's as simple as getting all of the stuff out of your head onto paper. So what I want you to do is write down everything you're doing on one sheet of paper. Not all the notes all over the house or the post-it notes that you're writing down. Gather them together on one sheet of paper. So all the stuff you do at work, all the things you're doing at home, if you have children and their things are your things, right? It takes your time. All of the community involvement you're in, I want you to have one list of everything. Include work, family, home. And I want the list to be complete. It's not as helpful if you have an incomplete list. So if it takes you a minute, if it takes you 15 minutes, write it all down. Once you've dumped and gotten things out of your brain onto a sheet of paper, I want you to take a look and assess how you're feeling. Do you feel calm and in control? Or do you feel a little frenetic and anxious? And no matter how you're feeling, it's okay, but I want you to acknowledge it. And then look at everything, and here's what we're gonna do. This is where the fun action takes place. I want you to look at your list and circle everything that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that you go, oof, I so want more of that. Circle it. First thing to do with your list, circle the things that bring you joy. Then you say, so now what do I do with the rest of the stuff, Lisa? Here's what we're gonna do. It's not easy, but it's as simple as A, B, C. And here's how we're gonna do it. Hey, Jeannie, glad you're here. So you may know this trick already. You've brain dumped everything out there. You've circled the stuff that brings you joy. The first thing we do next is A, assign it. What things on your list can you assign? What can you delegate? Yep, I know you can do it all. I know you're probably better at doing all of this stuff on your list than anybody else because you're high achievers, but you shouldn't do it all. So let's assign some of that stuff. You circle the things that bring you joy, and A, you've assigned some of the things. After that, get to B, bundle. So you're gonna bundle things together so that you can get them done more quickly, right? Or you can bundle things that you don't so much love, but they have to get done, and you're gonna bundle it with stuff that does bring you joy. For example, this is a personal example, I'm not loving dishwashing or laundry, right? It's not something that I'm thrilled with doing. Some people don't mind it, not liking it. But what I did do is I bundled those tasks with things that I do like. So I love the scent of lavender. So instead of buying the least expensive, soap or detergent, I go ahead and pay for the lavender essential oil blend. And now my laundry room smells lovely, and it makes me feel at least a little more joyful when I'm doing laundry. So, wondering if that might be helpful for you. Circle the things that bring you joy first. You so want more of those. And then, to lessen the rest of the stuff, A, assign some things, B, bundle, and now, what do you do with the rest? Take a hard look at the rest of the things on your list. I almost wonder if some of those things have stayed on your list too long. Like maybe they were on your list because you liked to do them, or they were once your job and now they're not, but they've stayed. Or you haven't renegotiated some chores around the house. Or maybe at one point you loved doing it, but then it wasn't fun anymore. So here's what you do with those. Can you can them? That's C. Take a look at those last items that you haven't assigned yet. Put them in the trash can. And how does that feel? Check in with yourself. Can I just throw that away? Can I just delete it? Can I just strike it out of my list? Sometimes it's possible. For example, Christmas cards. Christmas cards, big deal in my family. Always, every year. Pictures and a letter to tell people and to stay connected. And they're a big deal for my family growing up. They became a big deal to me as a young wife and then a new mother. But then it became a challenge. And it was a stress to get the Christmas cards out. And it was no longer fun to get the Christmas cards out. And as a matter of fact, it was overwhelming. And then I became resentful about them. And then I'd get here's the truth, I got a little snarky when Christmas cards would come in from friends who looked perfect. And I couldn't even get my card out. Here's the truth. You don't have to send Christmas cards, Lisa. So that was one thing one year I just decided to can. It wasn't easy, but it made me feel better. That was one decision, one thing I didn't have to do anymore. I'm wondering if there are things on your list that you might be able to can. Take a look. So that's my tip for you today. When you brain dump and get it out of your head and onto paper, then you can do something with it. When you know what brings you joy, and when you can assign and bundle and can or delete the things that don't, you end up having more time, more energy, less stress. You absolutely can control how you choose to respond to what's happening in your day, in your holiday. It's possible to love your life during this stressful time. If you'd like more help with this, I want to be the one to help you. I love talking about this stuff. I've got strategies, tips, and tools to help you create the love. The love of your life is not what I meant. I'm not a relationship coach. I can help you love the life you're living. Oh, you can tell I'm a little goofy. So if you'd like to have more tips, I've got an ebook that I wrote that I really wish I would have had about 5-10 years ago. This ebook is called 7 Days to Loving Your Life Again. I'd love to have you download it. So I'll put the link to that at the top of the page. And if you'd like to connect with me for a free 45-minute coaching strategy session, we can do that too. I'll put that link to my schedule there. And until I get on this Facebook Live video again, take good care. Living fully balanced isn't always easy, but it is way better together. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.